Hi, I'm Mike Bauer, and in this lesson I would like to show you some songs that use natural harmonics. If you haven't played natural harmonics before, check out my lesson, How to Play Natural Harmonics. In this lesson I'm going to show you some songs, some that you may know that use them. One of the first ones I love to teach is Red Barchetta by Rush, the intro to Red Barchetta, which goes... Alright, it's just 4 notes. We're going to start here. 12th fret on the G string, right? Now remember, with harmonics, we're going to play over the right ridge. So the 12th fret with double dots, we're going to go over to the fret that's right next to it and play right over the ridge and barely touch. So, okay, G string 12, then we're going to go to 7th fret on the A, and then 7th fret on the D. So far we have... All right, and then we're going to go finally to 12th fret on the A. So those are the only 4 notes. I'll go real slow. Then on the repeat, the rhythm's a little different. Then back to the first way. Quicker. This next one is a song I always like to start with, and I did it on my previous lesson, but if you didn't see it, it is the song that Big Ben plays. Not the football player. The clock in England. All right, so again, just a 4-note song, but really cool. So we're going to go 12th fret on the B, 12th fret on the G, 7th fret on the D, and then 12th fret on the D. And do that note again, 12 on the D, 7 on the D, and then 12 on the B, 12 on the G. Quicker. And to make sure you're getting the strongest harmonic, what we can do is a little sweet spot exercise. If I go to the note, and let's say I didn't get it right on, I can kind of move away from it. You'll see it's not coming out, right? But the closer I get, and then I pass it, and it's not coming out again. So you can kind of play with that until you get the strongest sound. And again, when you make the harmonic, play it, barely touch, and then lift up quick. All right. And if you didn't know, the Big Ben melody actually comes from, or may just be inspired by, Handel's My Redeemer Liveth. Little piece of trivia for you. All right, let's do a couple of chordal harmonics. The first 2 were melodic. So there's a U2 song called I Will Follow, and in the breakdown in the middle of the song, the edge goes. And then Bono sings, Your Eyes. You don't want to hear me sing. So this is super cool because it's 12th fret, 7th fret, and 5th fret, the 3 places where we have natural harmonics, and you get to just strum the G, B, and E strings. So let's do it. So going to the 12th fret, right over the right ridge. Right. And then G, B, and E strings over the 7th fret, the right ridge, and then over to the 5th fret. And then back to the 7th fret. And just practicing that. Now again, you can do the sweet spot exercise and go, that wasn't bad, but that's stronger. See that? If I go a little bit, eventually it doesn't come out. So you can find that perfect spot. And here's one that I think everybody knows. Roundabout by Yes. Right? I think it might even be a meme by now. So my goal in this lesson is not to teach you that whole intro, but just to point out that you have this 12th fret harmonic there that repeats. So let's look at that. So we hit the low E string on 12, and then the G, B, and E strings. And then the licks that follow. Again, low E string 12, and then G, B, and E 12. And also the Santana song, I Love You Much Too Much on the Z-Bop record also ends with that. Check that out. Well, we couldn't get through a harmonics lesson without a little Van Halen. On Van Halen 2, where he does Spanish Fly, and he goes, then you hear this. Let's learn that harmonics part. That's really cool. So you start on the 5th fret, and we're going to play the D string alone, and then the G and the B. So you got to put the brakes on so you don't hit the high E. And then go to the 7th fret, do the same thing. D string 7, and then G and B 7. Then 12th fret, D, G and B, 12. Okay, so here it is again. 5, 7, 12. Right, you just hit the D and then the G and the B together. And then it ends with A string 7, and then A string and D string 7. And here's one by Led Zeppelin that is not too difficult and super cool if you've heard Dazed and Confused. Right? And then at the beginning, Jimmy Page goes and follows it with, right? And then love doing that. So what is this? Just a simple harmonic at the 12th fret, B and E string. And then he just lets the wah-wah work for him. And then goes to the 5th fret, does the same thing on the B and E string. And wah-wah. And then here you got 12 on the G and a behind the nut bend. And here's one extra one for you while I have the electric guitar in hand. You probably won't know this one unless you're a big fan of Uncle Ted. This one comes to us from Ted Nugent from his State of Shock record, if you've ever heard that. It's called Alone, the intro to Alone. It's a cool little harmonic intro. He goes. So I'll slow that down. This is super cool to play. So 5th fret, we're going to go high E, B, G. And then go to the 7th fret on the B and G. And then go B, E on the 7. And then B, E on 12. All right, so pause, stay there, go B, E, B, E. Well, as you can see, natural harmonics are a lot of fun and they're in many songs. I hope this has been helpful. If you would like more from me, check out my course, Take It From the Top, at MikeBauerMusic.com. And I'm already looking forward to being back with you next week. See you then.